McCoy Spring Creek is a privately held ranch in southwest Montana in the Dillon area. We happen to have a couple spring creeks on the ranch. It's a fee fishing ranch, much like the spring creeks you find in the Livingston area, Depews and Armstrongs and Nelsons. In the creeks we have brook trout, we have rainbows, and we have brown trout. Rainbows are actually the predominant fish in both creeks. We get a lot of brown trout that come up from the Beaverhead River. The creeks actually join the Beaverhead River quite a ways downstream. It's probably about 10 or 15 miles where this creek, which is called Albert Slough, dumps into the Beaverhead. So we get a lot of migrating fish, especially in the fall. But once those browns get here, they seem to stay here and become residents. I think they like the habitat. What I've found over the years that most people just love being on the ranch. There's a lot of wildlife on the ranch. We have a lot of pheasants and there's a lot of white-tailed deer.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
But we only put 4 people total in any given day on the ranch. So you don't feel like you're overcrowded. You know, if you take a long lunch, nobody's fishing your water. And people really appreciate that. And I think that's one of the aspects that keeps people coming back is just the ranch itself. People just really enjoy being down here in the surroundings. People often ask about what size of fish we have, and really sometimes I get concerned that we don't have enough small fish on the ranch. You know, you'll get some 10-inch fish, but this year we've measured, taped, I think 3 or 4 fish that were a true 24 inches, both in rainbow and in brown trout. Obviously the brook trout are small, but even a 13 or 14-inch brook trout is really a beautiful fish. And, they're a fun fish to fish over.
Come in handy. We can get those up to like 85 degrees, but they have stoves in them.
No kidding.
Yeah, we don't use them very often, but when you need them, boy, you need them. But,
Our fishing season generally starts in April and runs through the end of September. April, a lot of the fishing is subsurface fishing, nymph fishing with midge patterns. As we move into the end of April and into May, we start getting very, very good hatches of midges and blueing olives. Next comes, as we get into June, next comes PMDs. I think we're probably mostly known for, later in the season, for our hopper and ant fishing, our terrestrial fishing. People often ask about early season fishing and weather, and the weather can definitely be a factor in April. We have a couple wall tents with stoves set up that you can get refuge in on those few days where it's pretty cold or snowy. But we have absolutely tremendous fishing in April, May, and June, and probably my favorite time is in that mid-May through June. The grasses in the spring creeks aren't grown. We have hatches, we have fish rising, and the fish haven't been fished over as they have been, like it's September. So that's a great time to be here, you know, also.
Worth a try. Then we'll just work down and highball it.